Well, hello, everybody, and very Merry Christmas. Oh my goodness. Finally, we can blast our Christmas music with no shame, but I'm pretty sure most people did that right after Halloween. So, what am I talking about? But today we have like a kind of a new style of podcast for you, something a little more upbeat to kind of go with the holiday theme, a little bit of self-care edition. But before we do that, before we go into what we'll be talking about, we are a podcast that covers a variety of topics from faith, enneagram, being third culture kid, navigating adulting, and lots of brain dumps. And so, and before we deep dive into it, my name is Yehna Kim.
Hi, and I'm Jessie, and welcome to our ninth episode of
At the
At the
Table.
Table. Oh, episode 9. It's gonna be
That's
light. It's
crazy.
gonna be fun. Once in a while we want to add some fun in here because I feel like we're always so
Somber.
serious and somber and emotional. But we're trying something new. So
Right.
we'll be covering like what are ways that we self-care lately and what are some unhealthy ways that we have not self-cared
Right.
before.
But we thought it
Things that
was.
we thought that's kind of unhealthy. Oh my gosh.
Sorry. I didn't
Like
expose
processing but not
myself.
processing. Yeah. Thinking this is self-care, clearly it's hindering us. Yep. So ways that we have been self-caring and then things that we tried that are not working out for us that we wouldn't do again, and then some tips and tricks that we have picked
Little
up that we
sprinkle,
think
sprinkle.
is helpful for y'all to hear or maybe add to later when you listen to our podcast.
Ooh,
So that's kind of our flow of what we're doing today.
I love it.
Yana, start us off. What are some ways that you have been self-caring lately? Share with
Ooh,
us.
yes. Actually, before moving to Texas, I've been trying, but since moving to Texas, it's been more accessible. As always, music is my best friend, but with music, I really
Mm-hmm.
try to, implement the crazy dance moves, because I am that person. I
Do
will
you?
dance shamelessly. I do. You can literally
Do
ask
you
me.
actually?
I do. And no one will ever see it
I've
ever.
never seen
Yeah,
you.
sorry. It's just my little secret. No one can see
Okay.
it. And then this one I try to act like I'm an elite person, but actually trying to implement 2 minutes of reading before bed. And I'm really
Ooh.
I was trying to soak in some of that wisdom from the pastor from Mission, him saying that it just takes 2 minutes and then slowly that habit grows. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to start that. And then another one. This one requires a little bit of moolah, but drives. I love drives. Of course, right now with the
You
gas
do.
prices and everything, try to limit
Mm-hmm.
it, but drives are my jam. I love it. So those are mine, and I don't think
Oh.
those are gonna change really anytime soon. So
Yeah, Yana loves driving, guys. Like she will whip out a 16-hour drive down to Texas. No problem. And that I can't do that by myself.
anybody want a road trip with me? I got you. I got you. Of course, there's going to be about 2 hours of awkward silence because I am not a social person.
Well, she loves the it's me, myself, and I for 16 hours. The
I love it.
best feeling ever.
Best feeling ever.
Cannot relate, but I love that you love that because you get to do it often.
I know.
Well, before you got to do it
Before I
often.
did, right. But okay, your turn, Jessie. Let's see what you can share with us.
Literally, guys, this started 2022. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. 2022 was the growth year. I all
Whoop,
of a
whoop.
sudden like flipped the switch. I don't go on Instagram or social media while I'm at home
That's
because when
amazing.
you're at home, you scroll. So the only time I can do it
I
is if
remember
I'm
you starting
outside of
this.
that. Yeah, I
Yes.
start, and it's actually super helpful because at work I'm so busy. I can't even like look on Instagram
Hmm.
only during my lunch break. And then when I work out, like I'll treat myself like, oh, if I do a good workout, I can like scroll a little bit and then walk
Oh
home.
my gosh.
So sometimes if Yenna or my roommate, and they're like, oh, we sent you lots of reels and I haven't been able to check it for days, I'll go to my gym and work out and then check all the reels and respond.
Hey, that's actually amazing. Kudos to you. See, that's
Kind of
something
cheating,
I
but
can't do yet right now.
it's
Not there yet.
actually super helpful though. So that's what I do. I also don't do TV during the week. I can only do it during weekends.
Oh, that's
And
new.
that's been a game changer. Oh my gosh, the difference it makes in my day. Like I actually get to do the things that I need to do,
That's
like
amazing.
journal, work out, cook a nice meal, stuff like that.
Beautiful.
So no TV during the week, only on weekends, and then I exercise. I like to connect with a friend once a week. So making an effort to either like reach out to someone or like calling a friend once a week, like that's something that rejuvenates me. So that's something I always make an effort to do.
Girl,
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just like, not gonna lie, I did not skim through your part of this script. So I'm over here like, whoop, need to add something for my 2023 conviction. Oh, wow. I did not know
You're
you did a
like,
lot of these.
you're like, no, thank you.
No,
Don't
thank you.
do
But
not
also,
connect with friends.
that's good. That's good stuff. I might have to do that. At least connect with friends. That's something I'm really learning. Anyway, sidetrack. Sorry.
No, but that leads into the next part of like,
Yes.
what do you not want to do?
Yes.
Not talk to friends.
Not talk to friends. Just kidding. That's something so different we need to talk about. But
Another episode.
I will say, okay, I know in the back of all of our minds, we know that scrolling through our Instagram, social media, Facebook, all those things are not good for us. But we also kind of try to manipulate the bad by saying we're resting. We're like laying in bed, shutting off
True.
our brain a little bit, trying to disconnect in a quote unquote healthy manner. But I'm not gonna lie, when you get into that like scrolling mode, I hate to
Mm-hmm.
expose myself like this, but sometimes I start like right after dinner, so around 6, and I blink and it's like 2 freaking a.m. Like, what?
No
No,
way.
I'm not even joking. And I'm like sitting there contemplating, what the heck did I do in my life? I want to scream. I want to chuck my phone out the window. Like,
Oh my
that's how bad I
gosh.
disassociate. Like, that's how badly I do it. And I'm not just saying, oh, I'm not the girl that says, oh, 30 minutes more. No, I blink and it's literally hours that pass by.
Don't you get that
Anyway,
feeling, like that post feeling of like, I just wasted my life? Or are you like, because I would get anxious that I
I get,
wasted all that time.
yes, I get so anxious. I get so angry. And then
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh my gosh. And then of course, I spiral into like, I am worthless and evil and terrible. And then I like just cry and then go to bed. And which leads to the
That's a way
next
to
thing.
process it.
Then I mindlessly snack, because I'm like, might as well
That's
eat
real.
my sorrow away. And then
That's real.
because of that, see, I'm a domino effect. And then because of that, the next day I'm so tired and I have to like kind of, for me, if you look at my room or my desk, it just says a clear sign of how I'm doing. And
Mm, yeah,
um
you said that before.
and so because I'm tired and I'm like mentally, emotionally fatigued, I don't clear my space. And so it's like this domino. And so I do not recommend doing things that you clearly know you will regret 5 minutes, or in my case, 5 hours later. So that is something I'm really working towards. I'm chucking this little metal box out the window before I was tempted to do that.
Well, but the thing is, like, everyone, this generation, it's not
So
just
true.
you, Yana. And I'm like here being like, oh, I don't go on my phone during the week. But like, no, I definitely scroll. Like
Right.
everyone scrolls, especially if you have TikTok. I mean, I don't have TikTok, but I
Mhm.
have Reels. And it's basically the same thing. And I can be on it for hours. Like it's real. It's
It's so
instant
real.
gratification.
It's like these little tiny 2 second clips really get you. Oh
Yeah. And
man,
they're so relatable.
so
Like we
relatable.
send each other reels all the time.
We're like
Just
crying,
like, oh,
laughing.
this is us. Or like, oh, look at this.
Anyway,
Oh.
what is yours? So I feel less of a trash right now. Just kidding.
Let me expose myself too so we can be even. No, mine's embarrassing. Mine's literally having a snack drawer accessible.
That's
Like
so true.
when I come home, I just have lots of treats in my snack drawer
I didn't know you had a
accessible.
snack drawer.
I have a snack drawer just for Jessie. And now I have to hide it behind my closet.
Oh my gosh. No, no wonder. Sometimes she'd like walk into her closet and come out with dark chocolate and mini M&Ms out of nowhere. And I'm like, what? Where did this come from?
Yeah, it used to be in the living room, and that
That's
was
so
not a good move. Because if
oh,
I come home and determine, oh, I had a long day or I had a hard day, I deserve a treat. And it's just right there. And you don't even like question whether you deserve it or not. You just go for it.
that's so
And
funny.
if it's in your closet, you have time to think about it. So that's something unhealthy that I do that I'm trying to change.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I am a sucker for chocolate. It's bad.
Oh, girl, same. Mm.
I know. And
Therefore,
I
there's none here.
smart. Good for
Zero.
you. Not even purchase it, right? The thing is, you shouldn't even purchase it, but
Or if you do,
yeah.
make it a thing so that it's not like those bags. Like get like the chocolate bars so that
Yes.
one and done, satisfied, but you don't have leftovers, if that makes sense.
Okay, but this is bad. So I stocked up on my favorite treats from Japan,
I
all
love it.
chocolate. But like if you get those little Kit Kats, then like one is not enough. So you feel like, ooh, I can have more. But then if you buy a whole bag of something, then it's too much. So that's why I have to buy a box of something, like a box of
Oh
Pocky or Pocky or whatever you guys say.
no. Pokey. I
But
said pokey.
it's Pocky, yeah.
Pokey? I don't know.
But if it's a box of Pocky, then you can have one. Whereas if it's Kit
For
Kats, I'm like,
real.
oh, I'm gonna eat six.
Oh my
And that
gosh.
leads into I'm gonna eat 10. And then, anyway, we should stop talking about my
Somebody
chocolate obsession.
one
What were
day
you gonna
accounts
say?
are gonna listen to our talk and say, those girls really need to have a little talk about their food food relationship
We'll have an episode
episode
dedicated to food relationship. We could talk about food for hours.
for hours. It's actually so bad and good, but
Well,
bad.
well, we bonded and became friends over
Through food.
food, right?
Obviously, our podcast is literally
At the day. I forgot about that for a hot second.
too good. Anyway,
Reel it
sorry.
back, reel it back.
Roll it
No.
back. Next one.
Okay, so I talked about treats. Having clothing store apps on my phone.
Hmm.
It's very unhealthy. I used to have like all my stores on there, and I would do notifications for when, like, because I'm a sucker for sales, and I would do notifications for when things got on sale, thinking
Yes.
that like I'm saving money when really I'm just spending so much more money on clothes I don't need. So,
So true. Actually, starting
yep.
sophomore year, that was such a big thing for me. I just
Oh, yeah.
was open to a world of online shopping, you know? And
Yeah.
so I don't put my credit card on my phone. The only thing,
Oh,
yeah,
smart.
anywhere, or and the only thing I allow my credit card to be on is this website called Teacher Pay Teachers. It's like Amazon for teachers. That's the only place I allow my credit card to be on. Oh, and Amazon. But again, I've created a habit where I don't do that anymore. But before it was not allowed on like anything. Zilch.
That is so smart. I
Because then
should do that.
because it takes me literally 30 seconds, but it gives me 30 seconds to reflect. Yena Kim, do you really need that slime? Just because it's cloud,
What are you
It's like,
buying?
don't even get me
More
started.
stress balls for anxiety.
I always have two right
Jenna
on
always
hand.
has like two different stress balls right next to her. All right, I see where you're investing your money. Okay. So then online shopping, I know online shopping, especially because like growing up, uh, I didn't have my own credit card and I
Right.
didn't have my own debit card. So I couldn't purchase anything without my parents' permission. So
Right.
once I was in college, I'm like, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Took a while to get into healthy habits with that. Yes.
Yes.
But the last thing I was going to say was unstructured time. This is the most type A thing to say, but like if I want to accomplish something, if I don't map it
True.
out exactly how I need to get that thing done, I am so bad with unstructured time. I don't know what to do with myself, which for non type A people, you guys are like, that's like the best thing because then you're flexible and you're chill. I'm not chill. And I need to like organize things and keep a schedule and,
Right.
so unstructured time, too much unstructured time is not good for me
Mm,
personally.
right. No, I
Mhm.
get that. Maybe not as far as you, but I definitely know that I rather have unstructured time because I feel like I'm giving myself the what's it called permission to be lazy. But the moment I like write those things down and I get it done, I feel way more like
Mhm.
happy and at peace. And I feel like I actually rested because I now know that future me will be thanking me now.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, no, for sure. It's kind of like, you do your chores on a Saturday morning and you're like, okay, I want to do laundry. I want to water my plants. I want to like
mhm,
reorganize my clothes or whatever. And you're like, oh, like I'll eventually do that by the time I have to go out. Or
right,
instead, you like wake up, you say, okay, I'm going to do this first, then I'm going to do that, then I'm going to do that. Then it's like, tuk, 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 and then you have all this fun, unstructured time rather than
right,
just having this blob of unstructured time where you're supposed to be doing these things
right.
before. I don't know.
And no, I get that because then once you go out and you come back, you're just so you like dread it and you just get
Mhm.
more bogged down. And so it takes away from the good experience that you can have. But again, that's also
That's also
because
just me.
that's just also us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Comment, give us feedback on how you're like with this.
Are you type A, type B, or are you just dying inside? I'm just kidding.
All of the above.
All of the above. Anyway, which leads to talking about like
Yes.
think future us thinking present me. So kind of how what self-care have we just been kind of implementing into our life or trying to re-implement into our life is
Hmm.
right, especially going
Yeah.
into this holiday season because it
Hmm.
can be a pretty unstructured kind of unroutinely, and even if you're at home you feel kind of this uneasiness because you might want to be doing something or all those things incorporated. So what can we incorporate kind of into this holiday season for each and one of us? You want to go ahead and start this time, Jessie?
Yeah. Well, it's for me as simple as making your bed when you wake up. Like that
Mm,
just sets the tone. I think what you do in the morning really sets the tone for how the rest of your day goes. If you're reading, if you're reading scripture or if you're praying in the morning or if you're just making your bed, positive self-talk, like, okay, I'm going to do this and this is coming up, but I'm going to have a great day. Like that
right.
already sets a positive vibe in your day.
No, so
Um,
true.
I don't know. That's what I do, but what about you, Yana?
Yeah, I think kind of with the talk of positive self-talk, something I think I already mentioned this before in a previous podcast, or is it a conversation with you, Jessie? I don't know. Sometimes those two things get mixed together,
It all
but
merges.
there was a Devo I was listening to from John Piper and just talking about how to kind of start the morning. And he was talking about prayer and how prayer can be categorized into two things, one being of gratitude and kind of praising God. And then another one is to like cry out to him because every moment of our day we need him. And so just
Mm.
I've been trying to implement that into my day, especially kind of now into the holiday season. Kind of the weather is getting drearier and like the desire for break is like coming, it's inching in, it's you're getting antsy. I get so like anxious and sometimes it comes off as aggression and I would never want whatever I'm feeling emotionally being transferred to my students or my coworkers and my family. So just crying out like, God, you better work now or else I might punch someone today. So just like really toning down the humanness inside of me has been a number one priority these days. And another one would be putting away my laundry the moment it comes into my room, which kind of hypocritical of me because when it's still kind of stashed into my closet right now as we speak. But, you know, it's because I forgot it was there. But, you know, all of that. Trying to get that out of the way. And also right now, I'm so sorry. My rabbit is really munching on his hay really, really loudly right now. So, yes.
He's having a time.
He's having a time.
Self-caring, Yehna. Let him self-care. Let him munch on that. Let him munch on that hay.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, those are really big things for me. It sounds so boring, but actually, I think, like I said before, if I get all of those chores out of the way, I actually leave more room for enjoying and being present in the things that require my attention. And I want to give my attention. So, yeah, that's how I would love to spend my holiday. So I think that's why I'm really trying to plan out how to be ready for the new year, even though it's a month away, you know, so that when I come back, I won't be like, oh my gosh, why didn't I do this? And therefore it will take away from my family time and my time with my friends that are visiting. And so trying to make sure that I am prepared and all of those things. So yes.
No, that's very relatable, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to just be like, I'll do that later. Or like, I'll get to it if, I'll get to it eventually. And it's so hard because all of these things like we want to be on top of, right? But because there's so many distractions, so many things that kind of let us not worry about our responsibilities, obviously we're going to do that instead. And so
right.
Yeah, choosing that is hard for
it's
sure.
so difficult. It's easier said than done. Just watch, guys. Next year, you're gonna hear me say, "Well, I had a lot to do." But
my 2024 goal is to fold my laundry.
Oh my gosh, come back again. But anyway,
yeah. Going off of that, also planning something exciting for the future gets you going, because if you're just mindlessly getting through the week and then it's the weekend, I mean, a lot of the times people like have something planned for the weekend so that they look forward to the weekend. They get through the week because they're like, oh, okay, on Friday night I'm going to go out with my friends and that's what's going to help me get through. But kind of, I don't know, planning things ahead of time to get you excited. Like I love celebrating life. I love celebrating birthdays. I love celebrating. I just love any opportunity to celebrate with friends and like making an excuse to see people and to connect. So doing that and initiating that and planning that is gives me so much joy. I love hosting. But yeah, having something far ahead, but also planning something like in the near future, like, oh, Yehna, like let's do a 2022 like reflection time before the year ends. And it's like, oh, I can look forward to connecting with you again during that time.
That is nice. It's so true. Jessie does a really good job at that. For me, ideally, I love it, just ideally. But I would anything about it. And so I'm like, Jessie, this sounds really good. And then she goes, oh, good. It's in the calendar. I'm like, what?
Sent an invite.
Sent an invite. I love it. But no, it's so true. I have a lot to learn from that. Going into 2023, especially now that a lot of us are graduated, I think that is in itself a way of self-care and almost just practicing giving other people a chance to care for themselves, because like we talked about in terms of needing community, that's also a way to like reconnect and kind of share experiences. It might not even be like fun experiences, just being with each other and kind of bouncing off ideas of each other, like we're doing right now. And so just would be an awesome way of kind of releasing some of maybe that tension and bringing back to the forefront of your mind what's truly important.
Yes.
Is so key, which kind of brings us to our closing topic, kind of just bonus ideas as we enter into a fun, but it can be slightly stressful Christmas, because a lot of us will be traveling, some of us will be staying home, maybe reconnecting with family, maybe meeting new family if you're getting married or something, all of those fun things,
Did not think about that.
Yeah, we don't think about that because we over here single Pringle. But anyway, just all of those things. I can start. For example, one thing I thought about was, especially in terms of traveling, since I did a bit of traveling and will be doing traveling, whether it's plane or road trips. For plane especially, I do not like plane rides. I'll just put it out there. I do not like it. I don't like airplanes. I don't like anything about it. So I am the most obnoxious person on the plane.
Here we go.
I have at least two packs, not packs, two face mask sheets. Two is minimum. I need to have two. It's like essential. And then I have to have all my like toothpaste, toothbrush, like the mini versions. I need to have my face wash there and lotion. I need everything there so that I have as many possible chances to get out of my seat. And I will sit on the aisle seat. Even if I have to pay money, I'll sit on the aisle seat if it's more than 10 hours on the plane. And you will find me in the back of the plane stretching. I will stretch. I don't know how many times the stewardess has called me out. It's like, do you need anything? Are you good? I'm like, we good out here. Just, circulation in the leg. But guys, don't be embarrassed to do that. It makes the whole experience 500 times better. I've been trying to promote this to Jessie for so long, and I don't think she's yet to do it once.
No,
girl.
I'm too embarrassed.
Face mask, girl. It's just people will be inspired by you. It's amazing. Anyway,
like imagine sitting next to a chick it's got a face mask on,
girl,
got her headphones on, sprawling out.
That's the way to live. I tell you, that's the only thing I look forward to in my plane ride. And I will say that has Advil PM. I need to be knocked out cold if possible.
This has become a travel 101.
At least somebody who's listening, please try it once and please text us on Instagram. DM us on Instagram. No, you don't need to
text me. You can text Jenna.
Please. If you do it, I think I will feel very accomplished in life.
Like, made a difference in life.
Yes, and I'm very passionate about it. So, sorry. That's my bonus tip. I can leave
away. That's the highlight of our episode.
Okay, I'm serious. It's amazing, guys. I wish people would feel my excitement right now. But anyway, sorry, I took away so much of the time. What is your bonus tip? Do you have a bonus tip? Because I can keep going.
I don't got a bonus tip.
Really?
That's gonna be your face mask airplane experience.
Mine's just one. I have more.
I've got nothing. You keep going.
Okay. Another one. This one is for people who will stay home. This kind of goes both ways. Either like maybe you're excited to stay home, but you kind of want to spice up your time. Or if you don't want to stay home and you need to spice up your time, try to make sure to kind of look for a new cafe, or maybe look for like a mini musical that's going on, like in downtown. Or if not, like go buy ingredients that you would never buy and make a dish that you would have never made ever. But you've been scrolling through that Instagram and you saw that dish and you're like, that looks so good. Go make that. Go make that, girlfriend or guy friend, whoever you are. But literally, because it makes a world of a difference. Because there are days where I just am so stressed out from the week and I feel like there's a slump. And then out of the blue, I'm like, guess what? I'm going to try making shepherd's pie. So I made shepherd pie not too long ago. So, and that was amazing. and you get to share it with people. Maybe that could be your chance to host people too. Like, guys, I made this thing. And maybe you're trying to connect with your church people. You just didn't know how to find a way. And you can be like, I made this dish. I've never made it. Who's willing to do this with me? And maybe you'll make a friend. It says the person who will never do that ever. But
I was gonna say, I actually took away something from that. That's actually a really good idea,
right?
Yenna. Yeah,
I love it.
that's a good idea.
Or
That's a
for people,
fun way and like subtle way to put yourself out there and like
yeah.
initiate.
And if you need a little like conversation starter, I highly recommend purchasing the game. We are not all strangers.
Oh yeah, I have that.
Yes, Jessie has that. So like my friend and I would do it, and it actually started so many conversations that otherwise we would never know how to get to. And we've been
Mhm.
friends for like all of college. So it's been so good. I really would highly recommend that.
That's great. It's like self-care, ways to connect,
I
ways to
know.
build community. That was
Okay.
pretty, like, I'm impressed, Yenna. You've got lots of
Thanks.
things in your pocket.
I know. See, I was ready for this episode.
I know, especially
Guys,
the airplane part.
you, mm-mm. You, okay, please, guys, at least one of you, if you guys do it, I'm not gonna joke. I might tear up. I might tear up of how excited I will get if one of you guys actually use it. I don't care if it's just 1 hour plane ride. It is phenomenal, amazing. I did it 2 times from Hawaii to LA and LA to Chicago.
I'm just glad I wasn't on that plane with you.
Honestly, if I had like a gua sha or something, I would have done the whole ordeal. I don't know. And mind you guys, it was not nighttime. Lights were not off. It was
Oh
broad daylight.
no.
The whole world was. I didn't. It was a little bit embarrassing. It was like embarrassing for maybe like 5 minutes. After that, you are just like soaking in the hydration, guys. Okay, anyway, sorry. I could go on for probably hours with this. So please, I don't care where you go or how long you need to try it. Okay, if you need baby steps, try it in a road trip at least once. I did it
I
on
mean,
a road trip.
I feel like that's doable.
It's so great. And then especially when it's like a highway and it's like slowly merging and then you make eye contact with the car next to you, you're like
I'm dying too much today. I'm like,
it's like
trying
Saw the
to-
horror movie, face mask edition. Tiny Asian woman.
I can't. We need a cut. This is too much.
It's okay, but all this to say, if you don't take anything away from this episode, face mask. I swear. Not the mud kind. Don't do that to yourself. That's a recipe for disaster. It needs to stop laughing so hard. I'm being so serious right now. Face, I can't even talk. Sheet masks. Any brand, it doesn't matter. Aloe, snail, slime, whatever you want. You choose. Awesome stuff. Anyway,
Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited to see what you guys all do with all the ideas we put out there, especially the face sheet mask. And I cannot wait to share with you guys the New Year's episode that will be coming up. But yes. Jessie's dying.
I've just been out.
Okay, I know I sounded like I was joking and making a satire skit, but I was being so serious. Anyway, I'm gonna close this. It was really good.
Yes, please close it out. I can't talk.
Side plug. Follow on our Instagram, and then especially DM us. I will see it if you use that face sheet mask, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow our Spotify so you get that ding right away when you get the new episode if you do not have Instagram. But yes, follow us and please support us continuously. And we are so grateful for all of those who have been supporting us. And yes, we'll see you in the next episode. Please enjoy a very peaceful or maybe a little chaotic Christmas break. But above all else, remember to take time for yourself and take it slow if you feel a little rushed in things. But anyway, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye.